Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the DC Universe Classics Wave 18 Figure 5 Samurai. Now, of course, this is one of the diverse Super Friends figures. As you can see here in the packaging, the only accessory Samurai comes with is his sword, as well as the arm of Apache Chief. So, onto the back of the packaging here. His bio bit says, granted superhuman powers by the new gods on New Genesis, history professor Toshi Ito vowed to use his new powers for good. He patterned his crime-fighting persona after the heroes he admired most, the samurai warriors of ancient Japan. Guided by the ancient samurai code of honor, Samurai is a fine role model and member of the Super Friends in their global crusade against evil. First appearance, the all-new Super Friends Hour, September of 1977, real name Toshi Ito. Occupation history professor, base of operations Hall of Justice. Special abilities: can summon strong winds that allow him to fly or knock down foes, summon flames, and cast illusions. And invisibility. So, down here you can see the other characters in the series. Of course, Apache Chief when he's all said and done. So that being said, I was never that big of a Super Friends guy, but he still looks awesome. Let's open him up. And here we have Samurai out of packaging. Now real quick, the arm of Apache Chief. We'll toss that off to the side here. And here we have Samurai. I'm a little underwhelmed, to be honest. I mean, I say that with every one of the Super Friends figures. I'm like, you know, these guys are before my time, and I didn't really have any strong desire other than getting Apache Chief to buy them. But this guy is just, he's so very plain in my personal opinion. His sword is a very, very soft plastic, and because of that, it doesn't fit well in his hand, which you kind of have to cram it down in here in the first place. And it's just loose, it's rattling around in his hand, which is unfortunate. There's actually a bit of paint wear on the bottom of his belt, which you can remove the upper part of his costume if you want, right there, which, that's a little neat feature. I mean, I don't know how often this character went shirtless. I'm definitely not going to be displaying him as such, but we'll pose that back on. Nothing really to say about the costume, it's fine for what it is. They did a pretty decent job on the face sculpt. As far as articulation, his head does some very slight up and down. Does a full 360. His arms run a ball joint. They have the standard range of movement for the DC Universe Classics, but the way his outfit's coming out, it's kind of hindering it. Would do a full 360, it spins at the bicep, single jointed at the elbow, spins at the wrist. Abdomen crunch, once again, a little hindered by his outfit. Turns at the waist, although it looks like his costume keeps wanting to pop off every time I do that. Peg that back in. Legs go forward, back, out, spin at the quadricep, bend at the knee, and have an ankle joint. So, standard DC Universe Classics articulation. I gotta say, I'm a little let down in El Dorado. Not that I was El Dorado. You can see how much I know these guys. I'm a little let down in Samurai because not only is he just a kind of a bleh figure, his accessory is just poor, in my opinion. I'm assuming this is supposed to be some kind of energy sword he's made, and it just doesn't fit well in his hand. So, at the end of the day, you just come up with a figure that's personally below average. It looks like his outfit doesn't want to stay pegged in now, which is unfortunate. So, if you're, once again, like I said with Black Vulcan and El Dorado, I can't see a market beyond these guys other than a completist like myself who's buying every DC Universe Classics figure, and someone who's just a big fan of the Super Friends. I'm a completist. I don't remember the Super Friends that well. And this is just a below average figure in my opinion. That being said, this is JTrain997 and I'll see you soon, YouTube.